Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know this is a little bit different than the type of videos that I usually film. However, this is how I started off my channel, was doing sit down videos like this. So this is really strange for me. I haven't sat down and done a video like this in so long. So it feels good to be back in a way, but it kind of makes me nervous to like sit down on a I don't know, for some reason I just feel more comfortable vlogging or like cleaning and filming myself or whatever rather than just sitting down and talking to the camera. Today's video is probably going to be a little bit all over the place. I'm going to be slightly out of breath because I'm a day shy of 32 weeks pregnant. I cannot believe I'm saying that. Today, we are going to be doing a get ready with me video. I'm going to be showing you guys how I put on my makeup on a daily basis, when I wear makeup, also some skincare, and then I'm going to be answering you guys' questions at the same time. So if I don't tell you what I'm putting on my face at the moment, I will either leave it right here, like as a little caption as I'm putting it on my face, and I will leave it in the description box below so you guys can click on that and order it or check it out on your own if you want to. I asked you guys for some questions or topics you wanted me to talk about on this video on Instagram, so I did get a lot of response to that. So before we get started, there are two products that I want to talk about. I have been using the Teamy detox mask. You guys probably saw on Instagram that I posted about this. So this is what it looks like. I use this probably every 2 weeks. I have very dry skin, so I try not to use masks too often. However, this one does not dry my skin out one bit. So you could use this almost every day if you wanted to. I tend to use it once a week or every 2 weeks. It makes my skin look so fresh and so clear. I get a lot of questions about my skincare, and I feel like I take pretty good care of my skin for the most part. I don't use harsh products. This is one product that I feel like I have really noticed a difference when using. This is the vitamin C tea infused serum. This is what it looks like, and I first of all, I just love how it's pink, and I like the little squeezy top here. So you just hear squeezy top, I don't know, I've got mask on my finger right here, but I just like that you can just pump it out onto your hand, and I use about 2 or 3 pumps each time, but I put this on morning and night. Ever since I started using this, I feel like almost immediately I started having people ask me, like, what did I do differently? What kind of foundation am I using? I hadn't done anything different but use this. So I use this under my makeup just like a primer almost. It's not oily, but it is like tacky enough to where it will help your makeup stay on just a little bit. But I have noticed no breakouts with this. It definitely helps to brighten your skin. That is what vitamin C does. It helps to brighten your skin. So I have some redness in this area, and I have just a little bit of like different spots from past acne problems, but this helps to lighten it. And I wear this on days where I don't want to wear makeup, so I'll just put this on my face, throw a cap on, and go about my day, and I feel pretty confident. Like my skin just feels like it's glowing a little bit and looks better than if I didn't have anything on. The main 2 ingredients in this are vitamin C and hibiscus flower. Both help with brightening your skin. It's also very moisturizing for those of you with dry skin like myself, but it is not oily. So if you guys are interested in checking out the vitamin C product by Teamy or the detox mask by Teamy, definitely check out the link in the description box below and order yourself some. I feel like this is perfect for pretty much any skin type. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. I'm going to use 2 pumps. 1, 2. It smells really, really good, but the fragrance is not like overpowering, and it doesn't linger. So it's not like I smell it all day and I feel like I'm smelling citrus all day, but it does smell really good, and then it just kind of fades. And the fragrance does not bother my sensitive skin at all because I have very sensitive skin. And anytime I put products on my face, it immediately gets a little bit red, and then it kind of clears up. So I just put it all over, and it just feels so hydrating. And it smells so good. I'm just going to give that a couple of seconds to sink in, and then I will start with my moisturizer and answering you guys' questions. And while that is sinking into my skin, I'm going to go wet my beauty blender. All right, so keep in mind my hair looks the way that it does because I haven't done it yet. This is just what I woke up with, and for some reason I look like I have sideburns over here. But I will start out by saying I am using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is my favorite foundation, and I'm using a beauty blender. So I have like 1,000 questions on my phone. I'm just gonna go through them and hope that I can get a lot of them answered for you guys. I feel like these videos are so much fun because I get to catch up with you, and it's not like just dedicated to one kind of topic. Let's start out with a heavy question. What led me to quit nursing? So if you guys are new to my channel, I am or was a registered nurse. I stopped nursing when I was pregnant with Cooper. I left like 2 weeks before he was born, maybe a week before he was born. At the time, I was a pediatric home health nurse. Before that, I worked in psych nursing. The reason that I left, okay, so I was working nights and I was freaking tired. I was working 11 p.m. to 10 a.m. I think it was. No, 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. That's what it was. And then I would come home, and sometimes Carter would be with his dad or his grandma, and sometimes if it was my last shift, so I would work 3 shifts a week, 3 nights back to back. If it was my last one, I would pick up Carter on my way home, and I would stay up all day long and take care of Carter, and I was exhausted. And honestly, I really just, I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. Like, I wanted to have more kids. I wanted to be home with my kids. My mom stayed home with us and kind of had like a decorating side job. So she would paint other people's houses, stage other people's houses, and decorate their houses while we were growing up. So that's pretty much what I knew. Was my mom was a stay-at-home mom, and I really wanted to do the same. Not just because she did it, but just because that's what I wanted to do. And I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom while my kids were little and watch them grow up. And then I figured I could return to nursing because there's always time to go back to nursing, but there's not always time to spend with your little ones when they're little. So Jeff and I were obviously already married at this point, and he was in a good position for me to leave. So I quit my job as a nurse, and with the promise of being able to go back as soon as Cooper was, you know, 6 weeks old or whatever. I could always go back, but I decided that I didn't want to. And YouTube was something that I always wanted to try, and my biggest, like, I always love to watch makeup by Tiffany D. In fact, she does these kinds of videos where she does a chat and get ready with me, and they're always my favorite. So I watched her ever since I was in like high school, and a bunch of other YouTubers, but mainly Makeup by Tiffany D was my favorite. And he encouraged me to start my own. So that's where my YouTube career kind of started. I just started out doing videos like this. I did hair tutorials, makeup tutorials, and like Stitch Fix and Wantable unboxings. And yeah, I don't know, those were fun at the time. I don't know that I really want to do those again, but I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape to do under my eyes here real quick. But yeah, anyways, that's my nursing story for you guys. Do I ever think that I will go back? Probably not, only because I don't know, I didn't feel like it was my thing. I just felt like I had to pick a career, and while I enjoyed what I did, I don't know that I want to go back and do it again. What I would like to do, if YouTube, I saw this was another question as well. If YouTube goes away tomorrow, I would love to be like a professional organizer and decorator, like an interior designer. I feel like that would be so much fun. I would love to do other people's houses, organize their closets and their things, and like just redo their whole entire space. So if YouTube goes away tomorrow, you guys can hire me to come and decorate your house. I would absolutely love to do that. Will Jeff get paternity leave when the baby is born? So fortunately, Jeff actually works from home. His company is based out of Seattle, and we live in Texas, so obviously he doesn't work in Seattle. It does require him to travel a lot, but mainly during baseball season, which is in the spring, and he works from home. So technically he won't get paternity leave, but when the baby comes, he can tell his boss, hey, my wife just had a baby, I need a few days. But other than that, he's not going to take off any extended time just because he already works from home. So the first couple days we'll be in the hospital and then come home, get adjusted, and then he can start working again. But really he can be working from his phone or his computer at the hospital. So I'm very thankful for that. Working from home is a blessing, but it's also very challenging because the both of us work from home. So we have to balance our schedule and the kids and everything based on him getting his work done and me getting my work done. My work done meaning YouTube. And right now I'm just putting a bronzer all over my face. I'm not going underneath my eyes right here, but this is just the Milani Baked Bronzer, and I'm just running it all over my face to kind of set my foundation and give me a little bit of color. I noticed a lot of questions about this. Has this pregnancy been easier than the others? And other questions along the same lines, like, has this pregnancy been noticeably different than the other ones? And honestly, I think this is one of my easiest pregnancies. I'm probably gonna jinx that, and tomorrow I'm gonna feel like death, but I think that this has probably been the easiest pregnancy that I've had. So I don't know. I don't really know why. I mean, it's another boy. This is boy number 4 if you guys are new to my channel. I feel like the morning sickness at the beginning wasn't too bad. I started taking Unisom and B6 like right away. And so I was able to pretty much knock the morning sickness out. I still take it. My doctor okayed it, told me to take it. I take it the entire pregnancy. It definitely helps with morning sickness. So if you guys are suffering from that, try Unisom and B6 at nighttime. I just haven't stopped moving, honestly. And I think I just don't have time to sit down and think about how much I'm hurting, because my sciatic nerve on my left side is hurting 24/7 every day pretty bad. But I do it to myself because I don't ever stop moving. So that's my main like annoyance with this pregnancy. But other than that, it's been great. And I'm so thankful and so blessed for that. But I think this has probably been my easiest pregnancy. Other than that, nothing very noticeable. And my doctor calls it my rockstar 4th pregnancy. So hopefully that rockstar 4th pregnancy continues for just a few more weeks and this baby doesn't surprise me. I am, however, very nervous about him coming very fast. If you watched my last vlog, I was at a 5 when we got there. I started having contractions in the middle of the night with Cash at 38 weeks. I got to the hospital, I was at a 5. I could have sworn he was gonna be falling out any second because the contractions were horrible. And about an hour after that, I was pretty much ready to go. I was at a 10 because I've got it all on video. I think an hour and a half later, he was here. So yeah, I'm afraid that this one is going to come really quickly. That's my biggest fear, is that we're going to wait too long, because for some reason I was pacing around the house thinking, no, these aren't real contractions, even though I was clearly in a great amount of pain, screaming every 6 or 7 minutes, and they were coming fast. And I don't know why I was like in denial, but I was. So hopefully I don't wait that long this time, because I'm afraid that this kid is not going to make it if I wait. So we'll see. It ought to be quite the adventure. Baby's name. Everybody wants to know the baby's name. I need to fix my eyebrows real quick. Okay, so real quick about eyebrows. My eyebrows are so light. They are so weirdly shapen. They don't grow past here when they should be growing to here. I have had them microbladed one time in the past. I felt like it didn't look any different after like a week. Yeah, it worked for me. However, I'm not against getting them microbladed again. So I'm thinking after the baby gets here, I might try it again and see, just, you know, go to a different person or whatever. But maybe it's just my skin, like that I didn't take to the color, or maybe the color was too light. But all I've been using is this Gimme Brow by Benefit. I used to use a pencil, but I just got so tired of it. This is just like a tinted brow mascara. The color is in number 1. It's very light. So my brows are not like my proudest feature, but this does the job for now. But as far as the baby's name goes, oh my gosh, we don't have a set name. We keep going back and forth, back and forth. Okay, not we, Jeff. Jeff goes back and forth. I already know the name that I want. So I really wanted to reveal it to you guys before he's born. And if we're dead set on it, like if Jeff will just stop going back and forth, then I can reveal it to you guys. But you might just have to wait until he's born. I honestly don't know. I'm not keeping anything from you guys because I don't even know what it is myself. All right, next question. I did have a lot of questions about this as well. What do you do to decompress from a busy or hectic day? And ways to keep yourself sane with so many kids. I have 2 and I want to cry. So at the end of the day, after the kids go to bed, I will get in the bathtub and lay in a bubble bath and look at my phone for a while. Then I will get out and sit in the living room with Jeff, and we will just kind of talk about the day, watch our favorite shows. Our favorite shows are The Handmaid's Tale, and we just finished Big Little Lies, and of course The Bachelor, Bachelorette. Like, that's my thing. But other than that, like, I don't know, that's just what I do. I don't really have time to like sit on my phone and scroll Pinterest all day or whatever, but that time when the kids are in bed and I'm sitting there on the couch just relaxing, I'll probably eat a few Oreos, maybe a bowl of cereal. I like to scroll through Pinterest or Instagram or whatever and not feel guilty about it because my kids are asleep. And of course my husband's sitting next to me either on his phone or we're talking at the same time, but that's usually what I do to decompress. And keeping myself sane, I'm gonna put on some lip liner. Why did I choose lip liner while I'm talking? I don't know, but to keep myself sane, I do projects around the house. You guys always ask how I have time for those. I make time for them because they make me happy, and I work around my kids. If they're being crazy around me, they're being crazy, but those are some things that make me happy, and I have to make time to do those, or else I would be very unhappy. I would be very sad myself, and I wouldn't be a good mother. So painting walls like this one, redoing floors, redecorating rooms, painting cabinets, organizing closets, all of that makes me very happy. So I just make time for it. If it's something that makes you happy, you have to make time for it, because besides being a mom, you're also a person and a woman, and you have things that you enjoy, so you just have to make time for them, whether you like running or working out or playing a sport or reading or whatever. You just have to make time for those things. I think that that's really important. I'm going to be putting on some of this Huda Beauty liquid matte lipstick in Crush. This is what I've been using a lot lately. My lips have been like extremely chapped lately, but I just put on chapstick a minute ago. So I'm gonna put this on and then let it dry, and then I'll put a lip gloss on over it. How do you get ready with little ones running around? I haven't done my makeup in 3 years. Well, I don't get ready every day. That's the thing. It might look like I get ready every day, but I definitely don't. I get ready like, I don't know, maybe like 3 days out of the week. Where is my lip gloss? There it is. I'm using the Too Faced Lip Injection. This looks really sad. The Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. But I don't get ready every day. I will usually throw on the bare minimum. Like, I'll use this serum. So I'll wash my face in the morning. I'll use this serum and sometimes my moisturizer, throw on a cap, and that's it. So that's my extent of getting ready a lot of days. And then some days I just find the time and do it. I will sit in the kitchen while the kids are eating breakfast and watching cartoons and get ready. So this obviously looks like it takes me a long time because I'm talking to you guys, but really it takes me about 10 to 12 minutes because I've timed myself. It takes me about 10 to 12 minutes to get it done. So really 10 to 12 minutes is not that long of your day if you can just keep your kids occupied. Having makeup on makes me feel a lot better, and I think that I get a lot more accomplished when I do have makeup on. But that being said, sometimes when I put makeup on, I feel like I need to like get out of the house and do stuff. When if I don't have makeup on, I will stay around the house and do projects. So it's kind of a win-win. Like, I don't base what I'm, you know, if I've got somewhere important to go, of course I'm going to put on makeup, but I promise I do not get ready every day. And if I do need to get ready, I make time for it. I'll move to a bigger house someday. Yes, we will. Probably in a year or two. Maybe after a year or so, we'll start looking at a new house. We don't want to move too far from the area that we're in, so we will stay in this area. Probably, you know, within like a 20-mile radius or so to here, but we do need a bigger house. We have a 4-bedroom house right now, but of course we have 5 kids, and while our house works for us now, I just feel like we're outgrowing it a little bit, so we will move to a bigger house eventually. New baby gets here, are you afraid that you can't do it all? Yes and no. There are days where I'm like, okay, this is the Urban Decay primer potion. So there are days when I kind of have a little bit of a freak out moment because my kids are being crazy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do with another baby? The 3 that I have, or the 4 sometimes that I have, are always crazy. What am I gonna do with another one? And then there's days where I'm like, I see people having, you know, they've got 6 or 7 kids. Guess what? They did it. And I'm not the only person who's had 4 kids or 5 kids, and they did it just fine. Like, they survived. So I might not get to do everything that I want to do. I might not get to paint a wall or do all the projects that I want to do, but I know that it's temporary. You know, Cash is 18 months and I'm able to do all of that. So it's not gonna last forever, that newborn stage. So that is why I have taken this entire pregnancy to just redo my entire house. That's why I did it all while I've been pregnant, so that when he gets here, like, things are done and I feel good about like the state of my house, and I can enjoy those newborn moments with him. So yes, there are times where I feel like it's going to be overwhelming, and it will be overwhelming. Like, I'm not naive to that. This is not my first child. My first child was very overwhelming. That was probably the hardest transition for me, was 0 to 1, I think. It's just an entire life change. Yes, it will be challenging, and sometimes I get worried about it, but I think I'll be all right. Do you have swelling while pregnant? If so, what are some compression socks that you use? I thankfully do not have any swelling. I don't know how I got lucky with that. Sometimes if I'm on my feet a lot, my feet just start to hurt, but I don't really notice any swelling. I mean, I'm definitely like, you know, like my legs are a little bit thicker, bigger than they usually are, but that's not swelling. It's just me packing on the pounds. But I have gained 15 pounds so far during this pregnancy. I'm 32 weeks, so I've gained 15 pounds. That's pretty normal for me. Usually I stop at like 19, and that's just how every pregnancy has gone for me. But thankfully, I have not really experienced any swelling. For all 4 of my pregnancies, I have been able to wear my wedding ring. I've never had any problems with my fingers or feet or anything swelling, thank goodness, because I've heard that that's really, really painful. Ooh, somebody is getting deep on here. What is your most profound life experience you've ever had? Well, okay. Let's get into this. I honestly want to make a whole entire video on this topic, so I don't want to like cover the entire topic right now and make this a very heavy video, because I would like to cover this in a separate video sometime. I'm going to put on some eyeliner while I'm talking. And yes, I pull my eyelashes, but don't worry, they're fine. If you guys don't know, I was divorced before I married Jeff. So I got married to my high school sweetheart when I was 21 years old. And I had Carter when I was 22. And before Carter, I think Carter was 6 months old when I filed for divorce. And yeah, that I was in nursing school. I was a brand new mom. I was suffering from postpartum depression, but I didn't know it. I mean, my life is still impacted and will always be impacted in that way, but just that entire time of my life was the most profound, hardest, biggest learning experience of my life. And one day I hope to talk to you guys about that, because there's way more to me than you guys know. If you feel like you're alone, you're going through something like that, I've been there, and thankfully my life is so much better than it ever would have been, I'm sure. And Jeff, I mean, Jeff has just been my angel. Like, we have such a good relationship because I feel like we have saved each other. Not that either one of us needed saving, so that's probably not a good way to put it, but we both went through very similar situations in our past. So Jeff was also married before me, and he had Sydney and I had Carter. And so we were able to bond over those common experiences, and we know the feelings and the impact, and just we can relate on that level, and I think that's what makes our relationship so strong. This is the best mascara. I was getting lash extensions for quite a while. You guys probably know that whole debacle, and I don't really want to go through it again, but I ended up being allergic to the glue somewhere down the line. After getting extensions for like 8 months, I suddenly became allergic to the glue, and I couldn't get them anymore. But this mascara by Lancome, it's called the Monsieur Big. This is the trial size. I got it for free it was like a free sample with something, and I am obsessed with this stuff. This is the best mascara I have tried in a long time, and when this is gone, I'm going to buy the full size. I highly recommend this mascara. So I'm actually going to do one eye here, and I'll show you guys the difference between the two, but this is going to be the longest video ever. I hope you guys were prepared for this. Do I breastfeed my babies, and how do I breastfeed a baby when I have other kids? So yes, I have breastfed all of my babies. I breastfed Carter up until 6 months because I was in nursing school and I had to return. And I pumped for him for a while, but it was really, really stressful. I was so stressed out. Going through a divorce, being a new mom, being in nursing school, and trying to pump, like, I was just so stressed out that I had to stop and just let something go. I personally love breastfeeding because I don't have to worry about packing formula or bottles or anything. When I started to have to pack formula and bottles, it stressed me out because I was used to just, like, it was on me. Your food, as long as I'm with you, my food is here. So I didn't have to worry about throwing all of the food and stuff in the diaper bag, and that's just what worked for me. So, and then I breastfed Cooper and Cash until they were 9 months, and my body just kind of, like, at 9 months, my milk just started to quickly, not necessarily dry up, but just I had less and less, and they became a little bit less interested. So yeah, and then I formula fed them for like 2 or 3 months, and then we started whole milk. So real quick, this is with the mascara on, clearly, and this is without. This is obviously a few coats. I don't ever just do one little coat of mascara, but this mascara is insane. I am done getting ready, except for my hair that I will run a quick straightener through, and then I will be taking my kids to swimming lessons here in just a little bit. But that is pretty much my makeup routine every single day. That's pretty much what I use on a daily basis. I don't ever switch it up. I'm like a very plain person. I'll answer a few more questions, and then I'm gonna end this video because I know it's already going to be super long. I had a lot of questions about my channel. So this question is, did it take a while for your channel to grow? And then the other question that I saw was, what video made your channel take off, or something like that. So my channel is still growing. I'm at a little over 70,000 subscribers, and I have been doing this for about almost 3 years now. I did not have one video that was like an overnight success and my channel blew up. My channel is still not blown up. It has just been a steady, like, I've treated this like my job. I have uploaded videos consistently. Sometimes I, miss a couple a week or something, but for the most part, like, my videos are consistent, which is really important. And I just enjoy doing them. My husband has made time for it. We have treated this like a job. It is my job. It is a very big income for our family. I could not be a stay-at-home mom without this business that I have built. Do you think Jeff's ex watches your YouTube channel? I think she might, only because Sydney watches it sometimes. So if Sydney's at her mom's house and she wants to see any vlogs that we're doing over here, she will watch them, and I think that sometimes her mom will watch them with her. I don't know if her mom watches my channel on her own, but I mean, I think she's made a few comments that have led me to believe that she watched it. So maybe if she's watching now, hi. but I don't think she watches them on a regular basis, but I know that she knows that I have a channel, and I'm sure that she has seen some videos. Okay, so I think I'm gonna end the questions there. This video is already gonna be like 30 minutes long, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I answered a lot of your questions. If not, let me know in the comments below if you want me to do another video like this. I feel like it was really fun. It feels really fun to sit down and do something that I started off my channel doing. Don't forget to check out the Teamy Vitamin C Serum. I highly recommend it. I am serious. I will not promote anything that I do not stand behind, and I feel like my skin just looks better. I mean, people have noticed. It just looks brighter, it looks clearer, and it is safe for pregnancy because I am pregnant, so not to worry. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I guess I will see you guys all in my next video. Don't forget to give this one a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.